Hello YouTube and welcome to another tutorial. So in this video we're gonna actually talk about Backblaze B2 Cloud Storage and also a utility called Rclone. So are you ready? Let's get started. So first thing first, what is Backblaze? So Backblaze B2 Cloud Storage is, as the name suggests, is actually a cloud storage. It's like a hard drive on the internet. Okay, so this is the main page. You can find it in the backblaze.com/cloud storage. So it has actually a lot of features, but one of the most interesting one is actually its low cost. Okay, and also as you can see, it's S3 compatible cloud object storage, enterprise ready security and compliance, and it offers also 100% performance, 100% cost effective with free egress. Okay, so simply in order to use it, you're gonna sign in, so no credit card required, and I guess they offer you 10 gigabytes of free storage. Okay, so I already create an account, so I'm gonna log on using my account here. Here we go. So the first thing, in order to back up your actually files into this cloud storage, you have to create actually what we call a bucket. So think of a bucket like a high level folder on your actually cloud storage. Okay, but in order to use this Backblaze B2, we're gonna actually use another utility which is very useful called Rclone. So let me go to the website of this Rclone here. So here it is. Rclone, it's a very simple utility, and as they state here, it's the Swiss Army knife of cloud storage. Okay, so we're gonna actually use it here. So it's actually supports a lot of platforms. So you can see here it supports, for example, Alibaba Cloud Storage, Amazon S3, which is very interesting here, and also for our case we're gonna use it using Backblaze B2. Okay, so it have a lot of features, but in order to use it, we're gonna actually need what we call an application key. Okay, so let me first download this utility here. So in order to download it, it's pretty easy, pretty simple. All you have to do is of course to go to the downloads here and choose your platform. So you can install it of course in Windows, Mac OS, Linux, and for me I'm using Windows, so I'm gonna just grab the zip file here from 64-bit and unzip it on my desktop. Okay, so I already downloaded the executable file and unzip it. So let's now switch to my command line here in Windows. So it's on my desktop as I told you, so let me just use it. So it's executable file Rclone. So if I tap Rclone -- version, I will get of course the version. So here as you can see, I'm using version 1.74.3. okay, so till now everything is okay. So now we're gonna actually, in order to use this Rclone executable, we need what we call an application key. So let me return to the Backblaze site here. Okay, so you can see here there is a menu dedicated to application keys. So simply I'm gonna click on it and I'm gonna here add new application key. So I will name it, for example, demo, because I'm making a demo here. So allow access to all buckets. So I will use the type of access is of course here I want to read and write, so I will keep the default here, and the other options are optional. So I'm gonna simply create this new key. Here we go. So you can see here I get what we call a key ID and application key itself. Okay, so till now everything is okay. So now we're gonna actually switch once again to our command line in order to use the Rclone. So the first command that you must execute is rclone and config, okay, in order to config your Rclone utility. So you can see here it states that no Rclone config file not found. Yeah, so using the defaults, so no remote found, make a new one. So here I have a couple of options. I have NSQ, so I'm gonna create a new remote. So I'm gonna just click on N, enter. So here it's showing me enter name for your new remote. So I will call it B2 because I'm using the B2 Cloud Storage, and I'm gonna hit enter. So here you can see that the prompt has changed to storages. So here, as I told you, I have a lot of storages I can choose from, but in our case we are using Backblaze B2. Okay, so I'm gonna simply type B2 here. So let me return back and I'm gonna type B2. Okay, so everything now is set up in order to work with Backblaze B2 Cloud Storage, but here I have to enter an account ID or application key ID. So let's grab it. So here it is, the key ID. I'm gonna copy it and paste in a way. Here we go. Now I have to enter the application key itself, which is this one. Copy it and once again paste it. Here we go. So now I have this option here, option hard delete. So it asking me if I want to permanently delete files on remote removal or otherwise hide file. So actually when you are deleting files on the Backblaze B2, you can delete them permanently or just hide them. So I will actually just choose to hide them. So here the default one is to press enter for the default, which means the file will be hidden, not deleted. So I will just hit enter here. So this is called what we call actually versioning. Okay, so when you delete a file, it's not deleted actually, but it's just hidden. So it's very useful functionality here. So here it's asking me for advanced config, so I will just hit no, I don't want. So after that I will just hit Q key in order to quit everything. Okay, on 9 here it's asking me edit the remote, delete this remote, or yes, this is okay. So I will just ask why here. Here we go. Then finally quits. Okay, so everything is set up now. We have our default config. So now we can use Rclone in order to see what's going on our remote. Okay, so for example, in order to see the buckets, so we're gonna use this command here, Rclone list bucket. So it's better here to use, here we go. So I have no actually bucket yet created, so we're gonna actually create a bucket. Okay, so let's for example create a bucket called demo. So it's pretty easy to create it. I will use the same command, Rclone. So make directory, and here I will use the name of my bucket, not my bucket but my B2 cloud, which is B2, and here I will just name my bucket demo. Here we go. So I have here must be at least 6 characters. Okay, so let's repeat this task because the bucket must be at least 6 characters. So I'll just add it demo bucket. So here once again I have an error, bucket name is already in use, duplicate name. Okay, so now let's use another name. So for example demo YouTube. and see what we get. So actually this error means that the bucket name is already exists by someone else other than us. So we must provide actually a unique name. So I will call it, for example, Aminos Ninatos. Okay, so hope this one is not used by someone else. So now we have successfully created our bucket. So let's return back to the website and see if indeed a bucket has been created, and if voila, you can see Aminos Ninatos bucket is indeed created. Okay, so now let's copy something into this bucket here. So I will return back here to my Rclone here. So I will use simply the command copy. So I have a folder on my D drive, okay, called actually demo, which contains some 3 files if my memory is good, and I'll try to copy them to my bucket here. Okay, so Aminos Ninatos. Okay, so let's execute this command and see what we get. Okay, it seems that the file has been copied. So let's verify that. I will go to browse file on the website here, and we're gonna take a look, and indeed we have our 3 file that has been copied. Okay, we can also use the command Rclone in order to list what is inside our bucket here using the command ls, which stands for list files. Here we go, we have our 3 files here. Okay, so now let's try to delete one file. Okay, so I will open here my local hard drive. So this is our local hard drive. Let's, for example, delete this last file here from the cloud, or from the local drive, not from the cloud. So now we have only 2 files. Now we can use the command sync instead of copy to sync the files between your local drive sync and the cloud. Okay, so remember, in our local drive we have only now 2 files. So let's refresh this page and see if we will just keep 2 files. So you can see here it has added an asterisk with the file that I have actually deleted from our local drive. Okay, so let me return back to my command line here, and if I do this time a list, you can see that I only get here with the list command 2 files. But if you want to see the file that we have deleted from our local drive, remember, when we are configuring our Rclone, we said to not delete actually the files, but that just to hide them. Okay, so if you want to actually see the deleted or not the hidden files, you can execute the same command, but at the end you add B2 versions. Okay, so now it's showing me the file that was hidden because it's not synchronized or not available on my local drive. It's only available on the B2 Cloud Storage. Okay, so you can see how useful to use this option of versioning in our B2 Cloud Storage. So let me now add another file, for example, in my local drive here. So this is the demo file, so I will just add, for example, another file. I will call it also demo.txt. Okay, so let's do sync between our local drive and the B2 Cloud Storage, but I don't want to execute that. I want just to test it. So I will use the option here, dry run. So this options will execute the command, but it will not actually do that. It will just show you how it will be executed. Okay, so here it's showing me that only one file will be transmitted. So if you are good with this dry option here, you can now execute the command very easily using without the dry run option. Here we go. So let's now list the content, and we have here our demo file. Okay, so you can see how useful to use this dry option if you want to test things to see the file that will actually be transferred or not. Okay, so that was just a brief introduction to this very useful and low-cost cloud storage called Backblaze B2. And also do not forget to use this Rclone command. It will actually make things very easy for you to handle, to check, and also to test. Of course, you have the website, you can download from it if you want, but it's better to use Rclone. It has a lot of features. We have just grabbed the basic actually commands here. Okay, so that was just a brief video to show you how to use the cloud storage called Backblaze B2. So if you have any comments, don't forget to let them in the comments below, and don't forget also to share this video with your friends. And if you have any questions, you can always ask. So as always, I hope it has been informative for you, and I'd like to thank you for viewing. Bye bye.